Hey everyone, my name is JC Ann. I'm an actress and a singer-songwriter, and I'm here to do a little Q&A for you guys. So let's get into it. The first question is, can you tell people a little something they don't know about you? For example, a hidden talent. And my answer for you is that I can ride my bike with no hands. That's my hidden talent. Not so hidden anymore. Did you always want to become an actress, or did you have other dreams? No, I didn't actually. I have a degree in environmental science. That's what I went to school for. And I picked up acting when I took an acting class to meet people and make friends. I was not taking it seriously. And here I am a year and a half later doing it full time. So life is funny like that. What is one vertical that you would love to do but haven't yet? Your dream role, if any. I would absolutely love to combine my music with an acting role. I would write music for the role, like a singer-songwriter type of plot line. I think that'd be so cool. And I haven't seen it done yet, so fingers crossed. Even if I don't do it, I would love to see that. I would love to see that in the space. What is your favorite vertical you have done so far and would recommend, and which one without you would you recommend for viewers? I don't have a favorite that I've done because I love them all equally and in different ways, but I will say that my first lead that I did, Deadly Divas, with my roommate Taylor, was very interesting and still to this day a very different vertical. So if you want something different outside of like the regular vertical tropes, I would highly recommend that one because it's two very strong female leads and you get to meet my roommate Taylor and she's incredible. I also think the one that I'm on right now is going to be amazing. It's going to come out on Viglu. Jackson Tiller is in it with me. And it's called Matrimony. So a play on words like matrimony, but matrimony. And I think it'll come out in like a month or two. And it's really funny, you guys. So if you're in the mood for a rom-com, that one's great. Which one without me would I recommend for viewers? If you've never seen a vertical before, I would probably start with, I'm just going to go with Breaking the Ice. I personally haven't seen it, but I know that it's very popular and like blew up. So yeah, Breaking the Ice. Go watch that. I know you love singing. What type of songs do you love to sing the most? Ooh, hard question. I'm a really big soul girl. I love soul, R&B, like Sam Cooke, oldies. I have Harry Belafonte and Chuck Berry on my wall right here, records. So I've also been on a very huge Olivia Dean kick lately. So if you haven't heard of Olivia Dean, check her out. 10 out of 10. Next question is, what do you like to do in your free time? I am a huge outdoors person. So I try to get outside at least once a day. I love walking, hiking, biking. I'm a huge volleyball person. Volleyball like every weekend if I can, if I'm not on set. What else? I love estate sales, farmers markets, thrifting, flea markets, that kind of stuff. Eating out. I'm a big eating out and trying new restaurants and cafes and coffee shops, going out with friends. Yeah, outdoorsy and an outside time person. If you could give yourself, your younger self, advice, what would you advise her? I would definitely say trust your gut. Trust your gut. That would be like my number one thing that I would tell her is like, the things you think you're on the fence about, you're probably right about those. The things you're questioning, trust your gut. That would be my advice. Trust your gut and like be okay with being embarrassed. Be okay with feeling silly because no one actually cares. If you could choose to have any superpower, which one would you choose? I've had this answer for the longest time and it still to this day is my answer for this question. I would love to have the superpower of knowing, understanding, and speaking every language known to man ever. How cool would that be? Like including ancient languages that people don't use anymore. How cool would it be to like open up a history book and just like be able to read the like Egyptian text on there, or like go to a country you've never been before and just like fully fluently speak the language. So cool. Next, what do you do when you have a bad day mentally and still have to film? Ooh, tough question. This happened to me recently actually. One, I'll FaceTime my best friend or call my mom and talk to them about it, and then I do this thing where I put it on the shelf. So I take whatever I'm dealing with mentally and I put it in my imaginary box and it exists there. I put it on the shelf and then I promise myself that when I get home, I will take it off the shelf and go through it and process those things and handle that stuff, but also remind myself that like I'm an actress and this is my job and this is work and I gotta lock in and like put my stuff on the shelf for a minute and then get to work and get back to it. But yeah, processing, going through things, allowing yourself to feel. I think that's important. Is there something people can wake you up with in the middle of the night? No, I'm a heavy sleeper. But my best friend, if she's just showed up randomly, or my family members, yeah, totally. You could wake me up with them. What is the most memorable thing on the set of a Vertical? Ooh, that is a hard question. Recently I was in Toronto and we were staying at this. The entire cast and crew were staying at this house in Toronto, and it was 3 stories. The bottom one was like kind of half a basement garage type of basement area. And we were on like a sewage system, I suppose. And I guess something broke on like day 2. And mind you, there's people staying on this floor. And it started smelling like, it smelled so bad. And in the middle of filming on the 2nd floor, it was like where the kitchen was, it was like coming up and you could smell it. It was like so bad. But that's like the thing that comes to the top of my mind. I'm sure there's very, very more memorable positive things, but that's what I'm thinking about. Next question. What do you hope to achieve in your future, career or personal wise? 1, making and releasing more music. I'd love to do a show. That would be awesome. That would be so sick. And then as far as acting stuff, I would love to do an A24 film. That's like, if I do an A24 film, that's my like, I've made it moment. So those are my goals, music and acting wise. Next question. How do you feel about the verticals that are growing so much bigger all around the world? Yeah. When I moved to LA, I moved here to pursue acting, and I did not think that I would be leaving so much. I have now gone to 4 countries because of verticals, which is crazy. Like, I've worked in 4 different countries. I've been to China twice already, which is crazy. And I've been to countries that I never would have gone to on my own, like Turkey and Lithuania. I don't think I ever would have like gone out of my way to go to those countries. And I went there and I worked there and I met incredible people. They're growing all around the world, and people are really interested in this like new format of media, and I'm so lucky and happy to be a part of it. Okay, last question. Do you want to say something to the viewers who are watching this? First of all, thanks for watching, and if you made it this far, hopefully I haven't annoyed you yet. Yeah, thanks for watching, and happy to have you in the space, and go check out my music if you want to see more of me. So yeah, thank you so much for the Q&A, and I hope you have a good rest of your day or night wherever you are in the world. Bye.